Hello, Leo, Sun Rising, and Venus, and welcome to your reading. So, Leo, today we're going to go over your energy as well as your person's energy. We're going to see how the both of you are currently viewing this relationship and how you guys feel about it, and what actions you guys plan on taking in each other's direction and are moving forward. So, with all that being said, Leo, let's get started. How does Leo currently view this relationship? How does Leo currently view this relationship? All right, Leo. So we do have the Seven of Cups. We do have the Eight of Swords, as well as the Queen of Pentacles. Okay. Leo, in regards to how you're currently viewing this relationship, I feel like there's something happening in your life that is kind of like throwing you off slash catching you off guard is like the best way that I could describe what is it I'm seeing here. I do want to look a little bit more into the Seven of Cups energy just to kind of see exactly what this thing is that is like catching you off guard. So that way I have a rough idea of what's going on. Keep in mind that time is fluid, so this could be currently happening or maybe happening very, very soon or at a later date. But let's look at the Seven of Cups. Tell me more about the Seven of Cups for Leo, Sun, Rising, and Venus. Okay, so we have the Ace of Pentacles, and then we also have the Four of Wands, Leo. So I feel like what's catching you off guard is a relationship, is a connection. Now, keep in mind, the Queen of Pentacles holds the Ace of Pentacles in her hand. So that's kind of telling me that this connection that's showing up here for you, it's a connection that you've been waiting on for quite some time now. And it could be with a particular person that you've been waiting on, or it could just be with, you know, the person that just so happens to fit everything that you're looking for within a person. So however it resonates with you in your particular situation. But I am definitely getting that what's throwing you off slash catching you off guard is a connection with somebody who either has everything that you truly want and desire within a person, or it's a connection with somebody that you already have a lot of history with, that you've been patiently waiting on them to resurface back up here for you. Now let's look at the Eight of Swords. Tell me more about the Eight of Swords for Leo, Sun, Rising, and Venus. So we do have we have the King of Pentacles to the Three of Cups. Oh, this is nice. Regardless if this is someone from your past resurfacing back up here for you that you've been wanting to resurface back up here for you for quite some time now, or if this is somebody, you know, brand new that we're talking about here. The Queen of Pentacles, for those of you who don't know this, you guys, is considered to be the perfect partner card. The King of Pentacles is also considered to be the perfect partner card. So it looks like the one is here. Is like the best way that I could describe it is I'm seeing here. The one is definitely here. However, I am definitely getting that there is a lot of overthinking going on your behalf. It's as if you're questioning whether or not they truly are the one for you or not. Is like the best way that I could describe it is I'm seeing here. So if this is somebody that you already have a lot of history with, I think it's safe to say that you've already met the one and the one is coming right back to you. If this is somebody new, Leo, that we're talking about here, I think it is safe to say that you finally met the one. You just find yourself kind of overthinking it and really questioning it. But yeah, this is kind of telling me that you currently find yourself connecting with the one. Regardless if you have history with this person or not, you're definitely connecting with the one. You're definitely connecting with the perfect person for you. I mean, you guys are showing up as a true pair to one another. So yeah, it's safe to say that you currently find yourself connecting with the one. How does this person currently view this relationship with Leo? So we have the Ace of Pentacles, we got the Chariot, and then we also have, wow, okay, the Six of Cups out here. This person that you find yourself connecting with, it's somebody who feels a very strong and intense soul-type connection to you already, especially if this is like a brand new relationship that's just starting between you and this person. I mean, they feel a very strong and intense connection, you know, with you already, Leo. With the Ace of Pentacles to the Chariot coming out here, this is somebody who's going to want to pursue a long-term committed relationship with you. With the Ace of Pentacles coming out here, the Ace of Pentacles is attached to the Ten of Pentacles, which speaks of a long-term committed relationship between two people, full of abundance and stability, all that good stuff. I feel like this person, I would say the difference between you and this person is that they're just going based off of what their intuition is telling them in regards to you. It's like their intuition is telling them that you're the one for them and they're just choosing to trust it. You, on the other hand, it's like, I feel like your intuition is telling you everything that you need to know when it comes onto this person. I just kind of feel like you're overthinking it, and still choosing to kind of like question everything under the sun when it comes down to this person. So that's the only difference I would say, between you and this person, because I feel like your intuition is telling you you finally met the one, but you're just like, but have I though? Like, have I though? Like, are you sure? It's like you're questioning your own intuition and what your intuition is telling you. They're definitely not. They're definitely choosing to trust their intuition when it comes down to you. Okay. How does Leo feel? We have the Queen of Cups. We got the 10 of Pentacles. And then we also have the 10 of Swords. All right. In regards to how you're currently feeling about this relationship, before we get into this 10 of Swords energy, with the Queen of Cups to the 10 of Pentacles, on a soul level and on an intuitive level, this is someone that you genuinely feel like you could have something long-term with and something stable with. But with the 10 of Swords coming out here, I think that this is my biggest worry and concern when it comes down to you, Leo, is this whole, but what if this and what if that? Because that's kind of primarily what I'm getting from you. It's what if this and what if that? What if this person hurts me? What if this person does this to me? What if this person does that to me? I feel like this what if that's going on your end, and this fear that's going on your end, might cause you to self-sabotage a really good opportunity for yourself. It might. Hopefully it doesn't. But I am definitely getting, if I'm just, again, going just based off of the energy that I'm seeing here for you so far, this fear that you're experiencing and the whole, but what if this happens, and what if that happens, and what if they do me like this, and what if they do me like that, it could definitely influence you to walk away from this connection, causing you to self-sabotage a really good opportunity for yourself. Hopefully it doesn't get to that point, but I do want to look at the 10 of Swords a little bit more. Tell me more about the 10 of Swords. All right, we do have the Emperor, okay? We also have the Empress, and then we also have the Lovers out here. Yeah, Leo, if you allow your doubts, your reservations, but what if this happens and what if that happens, get the best of you, yeah, it could definitely influence you to self-sabotage a really good opportunity here. With this person. I mean, for crying out loud, you guys are showing up as a true pair twice. We have the King and the Queen of Pentacles, and now we have the Emperor to the Empress. I mean, at this point, Leo, I think it's safe to say that you finally met the one. I just kind of feel like you're having a hard time believing it. You're having a hard time believing it. And you're having a hard time trusting it. Right now your doubts and reservations and the what if this happens and what if that happens is making it even harder for you to like tap into your intuition. I'm also getting that as well. Making it hard for you to just rely on your intuition and lean on your intuition, because right now you're being clouded with so much, negativity is basically what I'm getting. But if you were to set aside your doubts and reservations and just tap into your intuition and lean on your intuition, it will definitely reveal to you all of the answers, honestly, to your burning questions in reference to, this person. But it does, require you to set aside your doubts and reservations. In other words, don't pay too much mind to the what if this happens and what if that happens, and don't pay too much mind to these intrusive thoughts that you might find yourself experiencing, on your end, because all it's going to do is create more confusion for you. All it's going to do is create more worry and concern, is basically what I'm getting. Let's jump back over to them. How does this person currently feel about this relationship? So we have the 10 of Cups, we have the Devil out here, and then we also have the King of Swords. So in regards to how this person's currently feeling about you in this relationship that they share with you, there's something that this person is trying to convince you of. And whatever it is that this person is trying to convince you of, it kind of looks like they're going to have a hard time, you know what I mean, trying to convince you of whatever this thing is that they feel like they need to convince you of in order to continue to keep you in their life. So let's see what it is that this person feels like they have to like convince you of in order to continue to keep you in their life. Tell me more about the King of Swords to the Devil. We have the Moon, we have the Knight of Wands, and then we also have the Six of Wands. At the bottom of the deck, we do have the King of Pentacles, and then we also have the Ace of Cups to the Queen of Wands, and then we also have the Sun to the Page of Wands to the Six of Pentacles. It's like this person is trying to like convince you that they love you, that they care about you, and that they have good intentions, you know, when it comes down to you. But for whatever reason, I do see this person like being faced with like a lot of obstacles when it comes down to like proving, you know, to you that they love you, proving to you that they care about you, proving to you that they are committed to you and loyal to you and devoted to you is basically what I'm getting. It's basically what I'm getting. You know, I feel like when this person goes out of their way to like prove to you that they love you, prove to you that they care about you, prove to you that they are loyal and committed and devoted to you, I feel like it is going to bring a sense of like temporary relief into your life, because I am definitely getting that it will bring that sense of temporary relief into your life. But is it going to like cause you to feel like, okay, like you could trust them, you don't have anything to worry about when it comes down to them? Honestly, I'm getting a hard no. I'm getting a hard no. It's one of those situations where it's one of those situations, Leo, where you got to choose, you know what I mean, to trust them or basically continue to choose not to, because at the end of the day, it's basically gonna boil down to like a choice on your behalf. You're either gonna choose to trust them or you're gonna choose not to, because I feel like what's going on here is that they're going to find themselves going above and beyond to show you how loyal they are to you and how committed they are to you and how devoted they are to you. And yes, it's going to bring that temporary relief into your life, and it's going to cause you to feel like, oh, okay, like I don't have anything to worry about. But in the end, I still see you choosing to not trust them. You see what I mean? And that's why I'm saying that it's going to come down to like you having to honestly choose. You're either going to choose to trust them or you're going to choose not to trust them. And it just kind of looks like you continue to choose the same thing over and over again. It's like it's like they turn around and prove to you that you don't have anything to worry about when it comes down to them. And then you experience that temporary relief, and then you go back to like, well, I'm going to choose to not trust them because I'm just going to choose to not trust them. You know, you don't have, in other words, you don't really have a reason to not trust them. You're just choosing not to. You know what I mean? And listen, there's a possibility that this could have a lot to do with you possibly just having trust issues. I mean, that could definitely explain a whole lot when it comes down to why you continue to go back to choosing to not trust them even after they prove themselves to you. It could have a lot to do with, you know, you just simply having trust issues, but it also could have a lot to do with your past. Maybe you're not used to dealing with somebody who is as loyal as they are. Maybe you're not used to dealing with somebody who is as faithful, you know, as they are. I mean, that's a possibility. This could play a massive role in why you constantly find yourself feeling like you can't trust them. Maybe because you're just so used to dealing with people who play games with you and lie to you and cheat on you and betray you and deceive you. I mean, that's a possibility, Leo. But there's gonna come a point in time, my friend, where you're gonna have to make a choice. You're either gonna choose to trust them or you're not. But they could continue, you know what I mean, to like prove to you that you don't actually have anything to worry about and that you can trust them. But if all it's going to do is bring that temporary relief and you're going to turn around again and choose to not trust them, you know, they're going to forever find themselves, you know, having to constantly prove themselves. You know what I mean? To you is basically what I'm getting. I do want to look at the Devil really quickly here. Tell me more about the Devil. Yeah. We have the Page of Pentacles. We got the Three of Wands. And then we also have the Strength card. I see. With the Three of Cups to the Five of Swords to the Eight of Pentacles to the Three of Pentacles. When the Devil comes out, It basically represents that there's something going on within this dynamic here between the two of you that's affecting this connection between the two of you. And in this case, it has a lot to do with you just simply not trusting them. It kind of looks like that's the only issue that I'm really seeing here that you guys have here, is you just simply not trusting them. Nothing more, nothing less, okay? And that's what's currently affecting this relationship here between the two of you. And the thing is that this person knows that the fact that you don't trust them is what's affecting this relationship so much, you know, between the two of you. And this is why this person wants to gain your trust. This is why this person wants to, like, you know, prove to you that they do love you, that they are loyal to you, and that they are committed and devoted to you, because this person knows that, yeah, you not trusting them can totally influence you to run in the opposite direction. You know what I mean? This person knows what it's like to be with someone that they don't trust. You know what I mean? I think that the two of you have two very different experiences, you know, because it kind of looks like in this particular case, they didn't really give you a reason to think that they're going to do X, Y, and Z to you. You just think that they are. Right? But see, with this person, it kind of looks like they were once upon a time dealing with somebody that they didn't trust, but that person gave them a reason to not trust them. So they understand what you're going through on your end, and how draining it could be, how exhausting it could be, how difficult it could be. And this is kind of why this person really wants to, like, prove to you, you know what I mean, that they are trustworthy and that you don't have anything to worry about when it comes down, you know, to them, because they know that this could totally push you to walk away from this connection. And that's not something that this person wants to essentially happen. They want to avoid all of this from happening. It's one of those things where it's like, it's like they know that they don't have anything to hide. They know that they're trustworthy. The problem is that you don't believe that. You know what I mean? That's the only thing. Like, you know, this relationship is like, oh my gosh, how do I explain it? It's like, if we get rid of, like, the only issue that I see you guys having, which is you just simply not trusting them, I mean, this relationship is just perfect. This relationship is just perfect. It's perfect. It's perfect. It is so perfect. It's perfect. You know, the only thing that makes this relationship not so perfect is you just simply not trusting them. But outside of that, this relationship is perfect. I feel like they're perfect for you. I feel like you're perfect for them. I feel like y'all are perfect for each other. That's the only thing that makes this relationship not so perfect, is that you just don't trust them. You just don't trust them, you know? Okay, let's keep going. What actions will Leo take towards this person or moving forward? Okay. Okay, what actions will Leo take towards this person or moving forward? So we do have the Knight of Wands. We have the Two of Cups. Oh, here we go. With the Nine of Swords. Yeah. I can't do this. 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 I cannot do this. I can't do this. I see you running away from this connection. I see you running away from this connection. And it's stemming from a place of you essentially feeling like you have zero peace of mind within your relationship with this person. Zero peace of mind. And you just can't do it anymore. You just can't do it anymore. I feel like you tried, though. Like, I feel like you tried to see this through. I feel like you tried to not allow your trust issues, you know what I mean, to, like, get the best of you. But it looks like it's getting the best. It looks like it's getting the best of you to the point where you're just like, I gotta go. Like, I can't do this. Like, I have to go. I have to go. I have to walk away from this. Okay. Okay. What actions will this person take towards Leo or moving forward? We have the Ace of Swords. We have the Nine of Pentacles. And then we also have the King of Wands. The bottom of the deck, we do have the Eight of Pentacles. We got the Five of Swords. And then we also have the Three of Cups to the Page of Pentacles. Okay. In regards to how this person plans on moving forward, I'm going to be very honest with you on what it is that I'm seeing here, okay? And I understand, to be honest, where this person's coming from. So let's get into it. Let's try to see things, you know what I mean, from their perspective. The fact that you're choosing to call it quits here between you and this person because you think they're doing X, Y, and Z behind your back and they're not, and they've proven that to you, and you're still choosing to up and leave them, is causing them to essentially feel like the real reason why you're leaving this relationship is not because you don't trust them, is because you don't even want to be with them. You don't even want this. Now, I'm not going to go as far as to say that that is true, because I don't believe that that is true. Obviously, I can see your energy. I can see how this relationship is affecting you on an internal level, as well as on a physical level. So I'm not going to sit here and say like, yeah, this person's right about you, Leo. You're deciding to up and run in the opposite direction of this relationship because you don't really want this. I'm not going to sit here and say all of that. I think the reasons why you're running away from this connection is because of the reasons that I essentially mentioned. Nothing more, nothing less. In fact, it's breaking your heart to have to get up and run away from this person because you don't trust them, because you have zero peace of mind with them, because it kind of looks like that's all you honestly want, to have an experience with them, right? Is to trust them, is to have peace of mind with them. But for whatever reason, you feel like obtaining this level of feeling like you can trust them, feeling like you don't have anything to worry about. It just feels out of reach. It just feels impossible, to the point where it's taking such a massive toll on your mental health, to the point where you feel you can't do this anymore. So yeah, Leo, I mean, in the end, I do kind of see this person looking at you like, you're not leaving me, because you don't trust me. You're leaving me because you don't really want to be with me. You're leaving me because you want to be out here single and free and do whatever it is that you want. You know what I mean? That's how they're going to take all this and internalize all of this, because this person, again, they feel like there's just no way that you're leaving them because you don't trust them. Especially when this person has given you every reason to trust them, and the fact that you're still choosing to leave them, and it's because you don't trust them. They just kind of feel like that's BS, to be completely honest. And I mean, I understand where they're coming from, I get it, but it looks like that's why you're really leaving. Nothing more, nothing less. I don't feel like you're leaving because you want to be out here single and free and doing whatever you want. Like, I don't feel like you want to walk away from this, relationship, because you just don't want to be with them, or you just can't even foresee yourself building and establishing a life with them. Like, I don't feel like you want to leave this relationship for the reasons why they think you want to leave this relationship. Like, the reasons why you're leaving this relationship has a lot to do with what I already basically mentioned. All right, what's the ultimate outcome between these two? We have the Two of Swords, we have the Emperor, and then we also have the Hangman. It's like this person's questioning the universe, but why though? Why did you send Leo into my life? What was the point? I don't get it. I just don't understand. I don't understand. It's like this person just wants to know, why would the universe allow someone like you to walk into their life and then them develop all these feelings and emotions for you just to not get to have you, you know what I mean, in the end, is basically what I'm getting. Tell me more about the Hangman. We have the Page of Swords, we also have the World, and then we also have, this person's so mad. This person's so mad. They're just so mad. They're mad at you, and they're mad at the universe. They're just so mad. They're so mad. It's why? Why would you send Leo into my life and then take them away? Why? I don't understand. Why would you do that to me? Why would you do that to me? Why would you do that to me? I understand why this person is so upset. You gotta understand through their perspective, Leo. They look at you like you're perfect for them. They look at you like you're perfect for them. The only thing that they would honestly change about you is your trust issues with them. Other than that, they look at you like you're perfect for them. And I can't emphasize this enough. Y'all are perfect for each other. You guys are perfect, right? So I get their anger and their frustration. Why would you send a perfect person to my life just so that way they could run in the opposite direction of me? Why would you do that to me, universe? Why would you do that? Why would you do that to me? Why would you do that? And I feel like this person's extremely angry and upset with you, as well. They're angry and upset with you because you chose to walk away. You chose to walk away. You chose to walk away. You know, and I understand where this person's coming from. Like, it's one thing to walk away from them when they gave you a reason to not trust them. When they gave you a reason to think that they're out here doing X, Y, and Z to you. That's one thing, you know? But the fact that they didn't do that, they didn't give you a reason to think that they're out here doing X, Y, and Z to you, and you still got up and walked away, that's why they're mad. That's why they're mad. Like, they would have been a little bit more understanding if they did something to actually betray you and deceive you. But the fact that they never did anything to betray you or deceive you, and you still got up and walked away, just based off of, well, I just think one day you're gonna do this to me, or whatever the case may be, like that's what really upsets them the most. So, I mean, I get, you know, I get it. I get where this person's coming from. But with the Six of Swords to the Judgment card to the Three of Pentacles, I really want to look into this because I do see you and this person eventually crossing paths with one another all over again. Now, this might happen a month from now, 2 months from now, but I do see you guys eventually crossing paths with one another again. I am getting that. We have the Two of Pentacles to the Ten of Wands, and then we also have the Four of Wands. I feel like the universe will bring the two of you back together all over again at some point, because I am getting that that's what's going to occur here. You know, between the two of you, there will be an opportunity for you and this person to get back together and work things out here with one another. However, with the Two of Pentacles to the Ten of Wands to the Four of Wands, if you want to experience, Leo, a whole new experience with this person, you got to do something that you've never done before, okay? Because if you don't, history is going to continue to repeat itself in this entire situation. And I think you know what I mean. When the universe brings you guys back together, you're going to have to make that choice to actually trust them this time around. Because if you choose not to trust this person this time around, expect history to repeat itself all over again. Expect yourself to experience intrusive thoughts. Expect yourself to think the worst when it comes down to this person. Like, just expect it. Just expect it. You got to stop making the same choice over and over again, Leo. Like, you listen, at some point, Leo, you gotta, like, you know, you gotta admit this to yourself. You know what I mean? You gotta admit this to yourself. Like, if this person truly was doing something behind your back, they wouldn't be going all out to, like, prove to you that they're not. You know what I mean? They wouldn't be so open and receptive to doing whatever it is you want them to do to prove all of this. They wouldn't be doing all of this. Somebody who has something to hide is not gonna, they're not gonna go the extra mile like this person's going. You know what I mean? And that's another thing too, Leo. It's like every time you find yourself thinking that they're doing something behind your back or whatever the case may be, it's always revealed to you that they're not, over and over and over and over and over again. So at some point, you gotta, like, be real with yourself. You know what I mean? When it comes down to this person, you know? Do they really have something to honestly hide, or do they not? And I think that, to be honest, they actually don't. I just kind of feel like you choose to think and believe otherwise, you know? Because it kind of looks like the universe continues to prove to you time and time again that they don't have anything to hide. I think that this person continues to prove to you time and time again that they don't have anything to hide. I think that the universe continues to show you that they're not being deceptive time and time again. And I think that they've actually proven that to you as well. You just continue to choose to think and believe otherwise. And to be honest, I do feel like this may have a lot to do with a previous relationship that you were a part of. Maybe you were dealing with somebody who was very deceptive. Maybe you were dealing with somebody who was very sneaky, and now you don't put, you know, anything past absolutely anyone. You know, that's a possibility, Leo. But when the universe does bring the two of you back together, because the universe will, you have to make that choice to actually trust this person. Because if you continue to choose not to, you're going to find yourself going through the same old, and it's literally for nothing. It's literally for nothing. It's like you're worrying yourself to death for nothing. You're thinking all these negative things about this person for nothing. You're experiencing all this fear and this anxiety because you think they're doing X, Y, and Z behind your back, and it's all for nothing. It's for nothing. Like, I would understand, you know, if you actually did have something to worry about, then okay, like that makes a little bit more sense. But the fact that you're worrying yourself to death over something that they're not doing, or something that they don't even plan on doing, you know what I mean? It's like, I think it's safe to say, yes, you're doing all of this and it's all for nothing. You're pushing this person away for nothing. You're running in the opposite direction, you know, of this relationship for nothing. And I get the reason why you're doing it. It's because you don't trust them and you don't have peace of mind within your relationship with them. I understand that. But you don't trust them because you don't want to trust them, or you continue to choose not to. It's one or the other. You know what I mean? It's one or the other. And look, it could have a lot to do with your trust issues and just past, you know, experiences that you've had with other people. But you could choose to trust them. Come on, like at this point, dude, I think that I'm just being real with you. Like at this point, I feel like the universe, as well as this person, has revealed to you on several different occasions that they don't have anything to hide. They're not betraying you. They're not deceiving you out here. Like, when are you going to like reach this point where you're just like, you know what? This man or this woman has proven to me on hundreds and thousands of different occasions that they're not doing anything. You know what? Let me just trust them. Let me just trust them, you know? Let me just trust them, because every time you feel like, oh, I just think that they're doing this behind my back, or they're just doing that behind my back, it's always revealed to you that they're not. It's always revealed to you that they're not. And this continues to happen over and over again. So at some point, Leo, you got to be like, you know what? I'm tripping. I am tripping. Like, I don't actually have anything to worry about when it comes on to this person. But you got to admit that to yourself. You have to admit this to yourself. You got to admit it to yourself. You're not dealing with the evil villain like you think you are. You're not. You're not. You're not. You're not. You're not. You know, not only that, but another thing that I wanted to mention, the fact that you're deciding to up and run in the opposite direction of this relationship, it has this person falling into this energy of, yo, I will never freaking love ever again. Like, I will never do this ever again. I am done with love. It's not even funny. You know what I mean? Like, moving forward, I just kind of see this person angry, upset. I will never love again. Screw this, screw that. I'm just going to focus on me. I'm done. I am so done. It's not even funny. And like I said, they're mad. Like, they're mad at you, but they're mad at the universe too. It's like they find themselves, you know, staring off into the sky, you know, just yelling like, why? I don't understand why. Like, why would you send like this perfect person to my life just to take them away from me? Like, why would you do that? Like, why would you do that? Why would you do that? Why would you send such a perfect person into my life and cause that perfect person to not trust me to the point where they up and leave me? Why would you do that to me? Why would you do that? What did I do? Like, they're mad. They are super, super mad. And I'm sorry, but for somebody that you think is playing you or doing X, Y, and Z behind your back, like, I promise you, they're not going to feel this way. They're not going to feel this way. Like, they're going to be like, all right, well, it was nice knowing you, Leo. Like, no, like, this person is upset. This person's to the point where, like, they're just like, yo, I will never freaking love again. Like, never. Like, that's it. I'm done. Like, I'm so done. Like, I'm not going to do this again. No, I'm done. I will never love again. And on top of that, I'm mad at the universe too, you know? I'm also getting that this person's taking their anger and their frustration out on other people. I am getting that, unfortunately, but it has a lot to do with what's occurring here between the two of you. But I'm sorry, but if this, come on, yo, let's be real. Like, if this person wasn't, like, taking you in this relationship that they share with you seriously, and you decide to up and leave them and walk away, like, they wouldn't be showing up like this. They would have been like, ah, whatever. It is what it is. Anyways, on to the next. Like, no, we don't even see them doing that. We don't even see them doing that. We see them angry, upset, asking the universe, why me? Like, why would you do this to me? That's it. I will never love again. Yo, screw this. I'm just going to focus on me. That's it. I'm done. I'm not doing this no more. Like, they're responding and reacting this way because deep down inside, they know the truth. They know the truth. And it's the truth that you don't want to, let's be real. It's the truth that you don't want to accept. They know, Leo, they know that they're loyal to you. They know that they're committed to you. They know that they're devoted. They know that they are. The problem is that You know as well, you just don't want to accept that. You just don't want to accept that. That's it. Straight up. Let's be honest. Let's just be honest. Let's be honest. And if you do have trust issues, Leo, which I get it, in this day and age, I think it is. I think it is very hard to trust a person. You know, with technology and all this, I get it. I get it. Yes, I understand. But if you are somebody who has trust issues, these are things that you can work on, Leo. Like these are things that you can work on. These are things that you can overcome. You know what I mean? Um, you just got to apply yourself and make it happen. You know what I mean? But another thing too, Leo, it's like, because I feel like this person, man, like I feel like they've shown you on several, possibly even hundreds of different occasions that they're not doing anything behind your back. Why do you still continue to turn around and choose to not trust them, even though it's being proven to you that you can? You see what I mean? Like, and I feel like that's where you're going wrong, Leo, because you continue to choose to not trust them. You know, it's like they prove to you that they're not doing anything behind your back. It brings you that sense of relief. And then the next day you're choosing to not trust them again. At this point, now you're just choosing not to. Now you're just, it would have been one thing in the beginning, right? Where you thought they were doing something behind your back, you know, let's just say the first 10 times, you know, and then they prove to you the first 10 times that they're not doing anything behind your back. After that, the fact that you continue to still choose to not trust them, that's on you. You know what I mean? At that point, that's on you. Now you're just choosing to not trust them. And I get it. You know, I think that it's hard for you because of these intrusive thoughts that you get. I think it's hard for you because of past experiences that you've had with other people. None of this is easy for you by any means. It's not easy for you to just turn around and just, you know, instantly trust this person. I get that. But it's possible. It's possible. That's the whole point that I'm making to you, is that it is possible for you to turn around and just choose to trust them. Granted, is it going to take a lot of like, you know, work on your behalf to like reach this point where you feel like you can trust them? Yes. But what I am saying is it is possible for you to trust them. You got to just work towards learning how to trust this person. And if you need guidance and assistance along the way, get some guidance and assistance along the way to help you, you know, overcome these trust issues, overcome these past traumas. But you got to play your part too, because it looks like the only thing that's been going on here is them constantly trying to prove to you that they are trustworthy, and you're still sitting with these trust issues and not resolving them or overcoming them and making them a thing of the past. Like, this requires the both of you to make this relationship work, not just them constantly proving themselves to you over and over again. Like, at some point, Leo, you got to put some effort towards overcoming these trust issues on your end, or these past traumas on your end. You see what I mean? Because that's the only real way that I see this relationship between the two of you honestly working, is if you actually put forth the effort towards overcoming these trust issues of yours as well. Because it's possible. It's so possible. It's so possible. You just got to do it. You just got to do it. So when the universe does present another opportunity for the two of you to come back together and, you know, work it out, you got to do something you've never done before, which is choosing to trust this person. Even though it might be challenging and hard, you're going to have to choose to trust this person if you decide to get back with them, just to avoid going through all this all over again. And then work towards, you know, getting whatever guidance and or assistance that you need to help you overcome these trust issues, so that way it becomes a thing, you know, of the past, and you'll start to see progress, you know, on your behalf. You know, believe it or not, I feel like you've made a lot of progress with this person in your life. I feel like you've healed from a lot of things with this person in your life. I just kind of feel like there's still some things that you need to heal from and overcome and move past. And there's no doubt in my mind, you know, that you will eventually overcome these things and move past these things and make these things, you know, a thing of the past. But you got to want to. You got to want to, because here's my thing, Leo. You could get rid of this whole entire human if you want to, but love will show up. Love will come knocking on your door, Leo. And you're going to find yourself back at square one all over again, feeling like you can't trust that person, feeling like that person's out to get you. And then you're going to find yourself doing the exact same thing that I see you doing with this person with somebody else. And that's the thing, is that Deep down inside, you want something long-term. You want something solid. You want something stable. This aligns to what you want and what you really, really desire. And you're running from it for the reasons why I already basically mentioned, but you don't have to run from this. You don't have to run from this. All you got to do is choose to trust them and start working towards overcoming, these trust issues of yours. And if you need help, if you need guidance along the way, get the help that you need, get the guidance that you need, but make this thing a thing of the past. Don't allow it to continue to control you or coexist in your life anymore, because these trust issues are causing you to run in the opposite direction of the very thing you've been waiting your whole life for. Somebody who is like them, like they're perfect. They're absolutely perfect for you. And you know that they're perfect for you, just like they know that you're perfect for them. Like, you've been waiting your whole life for this moment just to get up and run in the opposite direction. And an opportunity like this is not going to pass you by again. And they know that as well. Like, they know that they're not finding another you out there. And you know that you ain't finding another them, out there either. So when this opportunity comes back around your way, do what you got to do. Do what you got to do to make this thing, as in your trust issues, a thing of the past. Okay? So that's what I have for you. Hopefully the reading helped. Hopefully it resonated. And I will see you guys in your next reading.